Cindy Wittennagel, and I'm currently the manager of institutional programs. I've been working with adult corrections for about 11 years now. So a classification officer, we have a variety of classification officers assigned to our inmate populations in all 5 of our correctional institutions. And what a classification officer does, primarily they'll conduct a security assessment and they will place inmates appropriately within the correctional institutions. Classification officers also conduct recidivism assessments to try to determine the specific criminogenic risk and need areas of the inmate population so that they can facilitate and refer the inmates to appropriate programming. Because what a classification officer is trying to help facilitate is effective rehabilitation throughout their term of incarceration, as well as devise an appropriate release plan for effective reintegration back into the community upon release. So yeah, Her Majesty's Penitentiary is divided up into several ranges, so several units and then several ranges. We try to house the inmates in an appropriate setting whereby they're not housed with someone incompatible to their safety or to the safety of the institution. We do have specific ranges for cognitive impairments and those who would not be able to be housed in the general population. We have a specific range for those specific inmates as well. The most rewarding part of working with the inmate population is that if you can help try to facilitate something to enable the individual to go back out into the community and live a successful, hopefully crime-free life, to become a more productive, pro-social member of society, that's our ultimate goal. Several of our population do struggle with addiction issues, and it is very hard to overcome those in an institution, but we do have an array of programs to try to meet those risk areas. And so then we also try to make referrals into the community upon release to try to keep that continuity of care, to try to really devise a successful rehabilitative reintegration release plan. Some of the ways that we help foster an effective release plan is to ensure that the offender has an appropriate housing and appropriate living arrangements upon release. We also help them apply for any kind of government funding, such as income support through the Department of Advanced Education, Skills and Labor. We also partner and liaise with community agencies such as the John Howard Society or such as Stella Bury to ensure that they have appropriate supports upon release. Recidivism definitely is an issue, whereby a lot of our population do end up back in custody again. Oftentimes, a lot of the recidivists are complex. They have complex needs. For instance, they could have addiction issues and they could have mental health issues as well. So we try to partner with as many community agencies and government agencies to try to put the supports and resources in place for these individuals. I think we really need to focus on evidence-based offender programs. We need to try to address the specific criminogenic risk and need areas of our population to try to prevent relapse or to try to prevent going back into an offending cycle. And I think that we need to also keep in mind the inmates' responsivity. So we need to make sure that they're in a place where they want intervention and that they're able to understand the stages of change and to able to get them to hopefully live a crime-free, pro-social lifestyle. We offer an array of programs for our inmate population. We have criminogenic programs, non-criminogenic programs. We have culturally sensitive programs, cultural-based programs, and gender-specific programs as well to try to meet the needs of our dynamic prison populations.